Hey guys, so I'm going to be back in Sweden soon, but I just wanted to share a clip from my last seminar. I overview the matrix and a lot of common mistakes people make, as well as how to combine it with a strong ankle lock and a strong transition to the back. Hope you guys like the video. The matrix is not a guard, right? It's not like you can go in and go to the matrix guard and play from there, right? It's an attack. So it's like analogous to like a triangle choke. You can set up a triangle choke from collar sleeve, from spider guard, from closed guard. Matrix is like that, right? It's an attack you set up. So we're just gonna start off, the way we're gonna do this is just imagine that you had like X guard or something, okay? So I have an underhook on his leg and I have kind of X guard with my foot on the near side hip. Somehow he just does a little back step, so just backs up a little bit, like this, right? So when he back steps, this is like a really easy situation to throw the matrix. So the first thing that's most important, I always need his toes pointed in the same direction of my hips, right? Because I'm going to be throwing my right leg behind his leg here. If his toes are pointed really far out this way, there's no way for me to buckle him inwards, so it's going to get stuck. So we always need the toes pointed that way. My left arm, I'm going to have an underhook on his leg. I like to grab the calf material most of the time, but I'm not super deep, okay? I want to be mobile. So I'm going to be kind of shallow here like this, right? So all I'm going to do, I have this X position. I'm going to take my right leg and I throw it behind his knee here. I like to kind of be out and on my side a little bit. It makes it easier to throw the leg over. And a bit common question is people are always worried about hurting their knee here, which is reasonable because I've seen a lot of people do that. You shouldn't be pressuring this way because that's going to put pressure on your knee. It should be your heel, and this is easier when you're on your side, cutting down. You see, so it's like this straight motion here. If you're flat, then you're going to be pressuring this way, and it's going to be hard on your knee, right? So when I'm throwing a matrix, you see I'm out on my side here, and I catch my heel like this. In this position, it's not hard on my knee at all. So I want to use my left leg to clip the far hip. I don't always have to do this, but I do it when I can, because it buys me time. It makes it harder for him to follow me and step forward. You see, what he would like here is to follow me like this, right? So when I clip here, that makes that harder. Now I'm going to come up and grab his hip. When I grab the hip, right, I want to grab as far around as I can, okay? Because once I get the hip, now I can start to shrimp out, and this makes it, if he tries to circle to follow me, this pulls me around. It makes it easy to come around there, okay? So if you just imagine, right, just face that way. Like if I'm holding the far hip here and he turns to his right, it's just keeping me attached. I'm just like holding, it would be like if I just did this and I just said turn to your right. It's like, you can't follow it, right? So we're here, right? I hop up and throw. Okay, if you feel like you're a little out of position, you can try to hop and get yourself in position. But again, I'm on my side and I hit that position there. Right, when I catch this, I come up and grab the hip. From here, I put my left foot on the floor. I'm gonna strip my hip out as far as I can, release the underhook, and now I pull and drive my heel down, and it's really easy to slide around behind. All right, so a lot of you guys are kind of having a hard time sometimes grabbing the hip here when you go for the matrix, right? So one big reason for this is you need to make sure you get on your side when you throw this. If you're flat here, even if I'm here, I just don't have the movement to go for that, right? So when I get on my side here, like this, and especially when I go shallow with this heel, this gives me the support to kind of lift myself up to grab the hip. And because I'm on my side, my right shoulder is higher in the air and it's closer. If I'm flat on my back, it's very hard to reach the hip. Right? I can even if he was really tall or I was short and he was really tall, like be up a little more, look, I can really pop up. I can lift my hip off the floor and grab this and get a good grip on the hip. Okay, so this is another finish variation. So the first one I showed was I was on the ground, it was easy to get. I shrimp out and finish. So now it's a little harder to reach. So he stands up tall, so I have to pop up on my shoulder. The way I do that is I use my right heel behind his knee. My left leg clipping here helps. And you see I can put my weight up on my left shoulder here. Now I can grab the hip. When I'm up like this, I don't even need to shrimp out. I just release the underhook, pull through, and now I can go for the back.